Hello everyone, welcome back to Fable Anniversary. I'm your host Akil, and last we left off, we completed what was originally the very first version of Fable Anniversary. Now, granted, this isn't the last chapters yet, but that's what we're about to do now. So first off, we're going to return to the guild. Now, I played through the lost chapters about 2 or 3 times. Probably just 2 times. I played through the original Fable way more than the expansion, basically. So I have experience with the lost chapters, but a bit less so. So it's not gonna be blind, but I'm gonna have holes in my memory. Like, for example, the Guildmaster's not here. Now I know he has something to do with a future quest, but I wouldn't remember that he wouldn't be here. Okay. First off, though, we're just gonna upgrade some things that we can while we're here. So I want to say, no, I want to improve heal life. Yeah, get that to max because it's quite useful. Force pushes at max. I want to increase guile. Nah, we're sort of almost done with the whole healing thing. Do I have a scar in my head? Well, my guy's scarred up as it is, but nah. I thought it was like a big... You know how wrestlers blade? You know, when they take a razor blade to their forehead and just try to draw blood because wrestling is not real? I thought it was something like that. The ransom victim... You know what, man? I'm cool. I don't think I need to do any of those. But yeah, from here on out, we're mostly just gonna be doing main quests. Yeah, just main quests. Believe it or not. Because a lot of the additional content, hate that word. But anyway, a lot of the additional content that was brought in, we've already done.
I believe these creatures are known as summoners. My mission here has failed. I will attempt to stop their passage to the mainland.
That is Scythe.
I require assistance.
Very old man.
The among you must open the primal demon door close to this podium. It holds the fire heart. Only the chosen one will gain audience with the prophets. Use the heart to call the ship of the drowned. Hurry, before all is lost.
Remember that?
Scythe?
People were trying to summon him before, if you can remember.
Scorn. The demon door awoke this morning, but none of us could get through. It says we're not worthy.
It is up to you, hero. You defeated Jack single-handedly. If it will not open for you...
The man's got a point. I'll stick to my speciality and hit the books. We need to know what these summoners are. Good luck.
Okay. Before we do that, though, there's actually a sword that we could get. If you guys remember, we sacrificed a very, very, very powerful sword in order to save our sister's life. Like, we had to choose between our sister's life or the sword. Because I'm doing... Originally, it was just a very neutral path. Now it's good. Stop talking, dude. We had to sacrifice that sword. Now, with the lost chapters, it adds in a specific sword that is good. Elias Delph, once the most powerful sorceress. Now, it's to do with these graves here. And if I remember properly, it's called the Sword of Avo. Maybe it's not that one. But yeah, there's a quest to get this particular, like, a sword here. I cannot remember how to do it though. Maybe it's in Maze's quarters. I have to find something. Perhaps. Or you have to go a bit further in the main quest line. Perhaps. Yeah, it's not here yet. So we're just gonna continue the main quest. But it's a sword that we could get that is just as good as the Sword of Eons, which is what we sacrificed before. And those two weapons are the most powerful weapons in the game. Like, things are already sort of trivial for us. It'll become even more trivial if we get those. But yeah, this is just wrap up. The last chapters very much is just wrapping up everything. We have to fight Jack of Blades again, by the way. And he's in a different form when we meet him next time. I don't think he'll love you.
Left for the northern waste so long ago, I'd forgotten.
Stop.
You bear the mask of Jack of Blades. The prophets had foreseen the coming of such a legend among heroes. The rise of the summoners in the northern wastes marks the arrival of a new threat to all things.
I love how they focus on my chin and on my
They
face.
have long dreaded this portent. Behind my walls lies the Fireheart. There.
That's Fonda's voice actor.
Who watch over it.
If you listen carefully, you could definitely hear that as Fonda.
But beware the beating of the heart. It has burned many before you.
See? That's Fonda. We will see again. Wait, why do I have a stick equipped? Oh, it's because we had to... Like, it equipped to the really powerful sword before, so we have to change it back. So upon... Whoops, accident. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. I'm actually sorry about that one. Okay. Puzzle time?
We are the prophets of the Fireheart.
Are you
It
now?
was your destiny to seek us out, hero.
The beast arises in the frozen north. Only he who claims the heart can stop it.
Its mystical powers will guide you across the sea. There you must face a force of such evil. Not even death can silence
That's Fonda's voice actor again.
Oh, for crying out loud, just tell him to get us out of here.
Yes, we were coming to that. To obtain the Fireheart, you must solve the mystery of day and night.
Sure, no problem.
And we'll finally be free.
So,
Witness the board before you. Each time you turn all the moons into suns, you'll release one of us from our perpetual prison.
But fill the board with moons and one of us will perish. And the Fireheart will never be yours.
What? I thought you said he'd get it even if he gets us all killed. I heard you.
so we can kill them all or save them.
Look,
I might just kill them all.
solve the damn puzzle. You get the heart, we get out of this hole. Everyone's happy, all right?
I don't like your tone. Alright, I like puzzles.
You have begun well.
I know I have begun.
He chooses well.
Let's see. This should do it. Told you, I'm pretty good at puzzles. You're all
Thank you,
alive.
hero. Use the Fireheart wisely.
I think I have to do it 2 more times.
I hope I
Okay.
get out too.
So you need a sun. Yep, that should be it.
Moon to sun. That's good.
I think if you
Sonny,
kill them all
Sonny.
or free them all, you
Oh,
get a
What's
bonus.
happening? The light is so beautiful. Mother, I'm coming.
Or not.
Excellent. Just free me next, and you can do what you like.
How about you don't order me
That's the
around?
one. Now keep going.
Because your life is in my hand, friend. Okay, that's about it. These are easy, to be honest with you. Like, it's not that hard at all.
That's it, nearly there.
You're free.
Yes, freedom at last in your face, eternal confinement.
I think there's one more. Maybe?
You are wise and benevolent,
Yep.
hero.
Listen, I'm not that benevolent. I just want you guys to not be around.
Ah, a noble move.
A noble move? I don't know about that. Okay, so let's see here.
Careful. You shall be punished if you take much longer. Haha, you are a true gentleman.
Okay, they just hurt me a bit. Ow. Don't be a dick.
I say, please reconsider your actions, hero.
Sounded a bit like Guildmaster mixed with Thunder there.
A noble move.
Okay. Yeah, this should do it.
Careful. You shall be... Haha, you are a true gentleman.
There you are.
I shall join my fellow prophets now. Cheerio.
Yeah, you should be happy.
Just don't mess
There's
it up.
another. Oh, this guy's being rude.
That's it. Sun signs. Now get on with it.
This guy's getting rude, and it's making me really want to end his life. But then again, we're almost done anyway, so I guess he'll live.
Chop chop. Hurry it up, will you?
I want to kill him.
You're not too bad, you know. I'll send you a postcard sometime.
Okay. All solved. Now give me my thing! Whatever it is. Dude, we have some chunky armor on. What does it say? A gem of awe-inspiring beauty and mystical powers. Alright. That was that quest done.
You have the fire heart? Excellent. I knew you'd be able to do it.
I bet those prophets were a barrel of laughs too. You always get to do the fun stuff. Well, I've been looking into these summoner creatures, and I'm starting to think throwing away the Sword of Aeons wasn't the best idea after all.
Oh, really?
These things are bad. Too late to do anything now, though.
Now they're going to talk about the sword.
Perhaps not.
Sort of Avo.
Well, it's only an old legend, but for centuries there have been tales of a powerful weapon hidden in the guild and imbued with the essence of all the heroes buried there.
Your mouth looks weird,
But
dude.
the only one who's shown any real interest in it lately is Maze. He was obsessed with finding it. We know why now, of course. Perhaps you can find whatever he discovered in his old quarters.
Yeah, I was right.
But don't
I'm
forget,
remembering
it
right.
is
I went to the right
vital to
place.
place
I
the
just did it too
fire heart
early.
in the Hook Coast Lighthouse.
Whatever,
Its
dude.
power will summon the ship to take you to the northern wastes.
Whatever, dude. I'm
Good
just gonna get my
luck
sword.
once more, hero.
Shut up, Guildmaster. I'm sorry. I think in my older age, I just find Guildmaster so goddamn preachy and annoying. I never used to have a problem with him. Ever. But these days, I'm just like, can you, like, fuck off, Guildmaster? Just stop talking to me.
You've received a new
Alright.
quest card.
Let's have a little look. So, we're gonna go to Maze's quarters and pillage his room of anything interesting that we can find. Now, Sword of Aeons, it doesn't look as cool as our current sword, but it's very powerful. Backup blade, yep. References to Avel's tears are hard to come by, but I won't give up. If I could wield its power in my hands, everything could be different. I would be able to stop him, myself, or at least hand it to someone with the courage to face him. The tale of Avel's tear, the mythical sword that would one day strike down all evil, emerged after the death of Silicious, the most powerful mage ever to train in the guild. Silicious' family died, closing a vortex that threatened to engulf the city of Bowerstone. In order to perform this most dangerous of spells, Celsius, I kept saying Silicious, required an object to focus all his will into one point in space. He took the sword of a fallen guardian and imbued it with all his powers before casting it into the mystical void. The explosion killed Celsius and those around him, and the sword disappeared along with the vortex. A legend soon began to spread that the sword still existed in the world, hidden somewhere deep in the guild and awaiting a hero worthy of wielding the formidable might of its blade. It was in the appendix of a rare edition of a history of the guild and describes how the sword was created. Unfortunately, there is no mention of where it might be hidden. At last, I found a tattered scroll with the location of Avel's tear. Retrieving it couldn't be simpler. One need only read the inscription on the empty grave in the guild courtyard and think of the weapon to be judged by the old heroes. I can only hope they can see my true intent and find me deserving. It didn't work. I'm forever in his grasp. Alright. Maze failed because he's a freaking loser. And we're gonna succeed because we're the hero of Oakvale. So let's go do that. Let's just heal up again. So, yeah, this empty grave here.
We see that you are pure of heart and have sacrificed ultimate power for the good of our land. We judge you worthy hero. May Arvo's tear burn through the forces of evil in your hands.
So, this is the most powerful sword in the game, next to the Sword of Aeons. It's pretty good. It has plus 32 to our current damage. We're gonna equip it straight away. And yeah, it looks like Soul Reaver, honestly. If we was to check out its actual stats on our back, it looks a lot like Soul Reaver. This sword was imbued with extraordinary power when the great guild mage Solicious used it in a spell to close a large vortex. For a long time it has existed only in a myth among acolytes. Its strength rivals even the Sword of Aeons. So yeah, this is what we do. Now, we're going to take on the next main quest. So first we go to the guild hall. Well, we are in the guild, but guild hall. And basically just accept the quest. Honestly, personally, Lost Chapters' end game stuff isn't as interesting to me as everything coming up to the end game, personally.
You must place the fire heart in the Hook Coast.
Okay, but like, I don't remember how, like, to get to Hook Coast. Now, obviously it's somewhere. Where? Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. So here we are, and this is going to take us to the Northern Wastes, which is another, it's not really a town per se. Hello.
Oh, hero, I've been expecting you. And as you can see, the town's been evacuated, just like the guildmaster asked. Must be something serious, eh? Well, it wasn't easy getting everyone out on such short notice, but us guards know our duty. Well, I could tell you some stories, I could. But you probably don't want to hear them right now. I'll just leave it to you, sir. Good day.
Okay, here we go. So, we're gonna put a fire heart down and sail off to the Northern Wastes. After that, we're gonna meet something called an oracle. And I know you're gonna think it's some lady who's blind or something, but no. The oracle is a monument, believe it or not. But first, we have to go up here and place the heart. Sorry if I sound a bit tired. This is sort of late in the day. Recently, I've just been really lethargic. I think that's the word to say. So I don't really have as much energy as normal. Ooh, we have enough keys for this, I think. Yep. Ooh. But we're never gonna use that. Too little, too late.
Is the fire heart in place? Good. Meet me downstairs.
How did she get here so... Oh yeah, she could teleport like us.
According to the books, the ship should arrive as soon as the heart's energy reaches full power. What the hell?
Latin Hemo?
A summoner. It's trying to destroy the heart. We have to protect it.
Alright. I'm gonna beat its
We
ass.
have to stop it before it destroys the
I
fire
can barely
heart.
remember like what summoners do. As I said, I have not played the Lost Chapters segments of Fable that much. He's a dick. But if you look at the damage we're doing, like, even though I'm getting slaughtered, like, we're slaughtering him back. Dead.
More summoners.
Oh,
the heart
shit.
needs more time to power up. Come on.
Oh, come on. These guys hit hard. Okay. Hello.
Company. The fire heart is being attacked.
I know it's being attacked, lady. I'm talking. Ooh. I think the current augments on this sword
The fire heart must
have
be protected.
some type of reason. Ow. Okay, you hurt.
We've got company.
You legit hurt. Wow. He doesn't let up, does he? Oh, he's dead now.
One summoner left.
Yo, that freaking hurts.
The
It's
fire
no,
heart is
it's
being
no
attacked.
fun.
You're not getting past me.
He's almost dead. Ow. No, he's dead. That was a bit loud. Just a bit. Almost blew my eardrums out. It's fine. Hey! That shit reminds me of God of War, the new one. When you're in,
Ride.
like,
Looks,
is it
crazy.
Niflheim?
When
And
you
you
get
have
to
the
Northern
flying
Wastes,
boat.
Your guild seal will activate the local teleporters, and I'll be able to join you.
Great
Scythe
game.
would have done it long
Love
ago,
that game.
but he destroyed his seal before he arrived. Didn't want Maze to know what he was up to, I guess. Well, have a nice trip. Maybe when I see you next, we can have a snowball fight.
How about you just stop talking to me? Because the first time we met, you were really
The
rude.
strange, silent ship set sail into the featureless swell. Day after day, it carved its path among the waves, an ocean phantom moving ever forward. Then the moment came, when icy peaks speared out of the horizon mist. These were the shores of the Lost Bay. The northern wastes lay beyond them.
Okay. Yay! Where? Winter is coming. Game of Thrones reference. I think that reference is it's gone too old now. You can't make any jokes about it anymore. Then again, this came out 20... Yo, what the hell happened to us? I forgot about this. The trip is long enough that we grow out of bed and hair.
Wastes, guildsman. I had feared you lost. I am Scythe.
What did you eat on that boat?
My name has long been forgotten.
I guess you probably fished.
Maze saw to that. My apologies for not meeting you in person.
There's a phantom ship.
Must
I doubt it'd have
rebuild
rations and
Snowspire
shit.
Village and protect it from summoners. Terrible though they are but a symptom of a much greater power rising in these lands. Meet me in Snowspire in the far north. I will explain everything. And then we must consult the town's ancient oracle. I pray we can awaken it, and that it holds the answers we seek.
Well, I'm gonna give you guys a spoiler for anyone that's interested in who Scythe is. In the lore of Fable, before Albion.
Hey, the teleporters are up and running.
Okay,
Nice one.
shut up, Briar Rose.
Have a look around after speaking to Scythe.
But anyway,
Catch you later.
before the guild itself and before Albion was the way it was now, it was very different. It was ruled by a court. By court, I mean actual like royal court. Of not royals, but like creatures from a different realm called the Void, and that's where Jack of Blades come from. He's the Jack of Blades. There was also the Queen of Blades, and I think it was either the King of Blades or the Knight of Blades. I don't remember which one it was. And around this time, there was a being called Arkan, who was powerful enough to fight against these beings. And he ended up killing the Queen of Blades. I think he banished the Knight of Blades or King of Blades, whatever his name was. And he destroyed the body of the Jack of Blades. That's why Jack of Blades' power comes from his mask. And Arkan disappeared at a certain point in time. And there's a lot of hints in this game to Scythe being Arkan. And if that's the case, then it also means that he is the ancestor of our hero here. So it all comes full circle. So we're actually talking to our ancestor, if the theory holds true. Okay, we'll use the elixir of life. That doesn't actually increase our health by anymore because we're at max. But yeah, that was just a cool little bit of Fable lore that they don't really explain in this game. It's like towards the beginning of Fable 2, like when that game was coming out, it was either at that time or towards like the release of Fable 3. Lionhead did a lot of lore dumps on their website, and as a kid I read up a lot of these. Ooh, Holy Warrior Helm. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. I just want to share it for anyone that's interested in it. There's a bit of lore in Fable, not as much as in games like, you know, the Elder Scrolls and stuff, but like there's enough, you know, to make you go, oh, that's interesting. As I said, Arkan. Arkan is the guy who took out the court. And they are the soldiers of Arkan, so yeah. And Arkan was the king. He was the king of Albion at that point. It's either he was the king already or he became the king after getting rid of the court. Also, I think he was the originator of the power of will. I think that could be the case. Like, I haven't read it up in ages, so excuse me if I'm a bit, you know, scatterbrained when it comes to just exact specifics. And this is a nice troll. They're not that bad. They're the same as rock trolls and, you know, grass trolls. But I gotta tell you, the shader on the ice for this guy is really cool. Be cool, man. And that's not a pun. That's the fact that he's made of actual ice. But yeah, he looks really neat. I think, like, not everything looks great in Fable Anniversary, but there are a lot of things that just look fantastic due to the, you know, new engine used and the increase of shaders. And this is one of them, I have to say. Ow. What a dick. Be cool, man. But yeah, that's why if I wanted to see a new Fable game, I'd want it to be set during the period that I was just talking about. You know, the old king, like soon after that, or like at least sometime before Fable 1. Because in the Fable series, as time went on, like technology got better. Like in Fable 2, guns are introduced instead of bows, and things are a bit more steampunk, I would say, in Fable 3. Although I haven't actually played that game. But technology gets better. And a lot of old magic sort of goes away. You know, it loses a bit of that mystical charm that it has in the future games. Okay, let's move on. So I'm gonna equip you. Let me open the chest. I'm pretty sure these are all just shambling corpses. Ooh, Ages of Will. Probably never gonna. Well, we'll use it if we get our combat multiplier to 20 something. Be cool, man. Which we most likely will get to, considering these guys are tanky. But look at the damage we're doing to these guys. We're not one-shotting them or anything, but like, they're not staying alive for long. Nah, you don't get that chance. That's what happens. Alright, I'm gonna use the Ages of Will potion in a bit. Believe it or not. Get some more skill points. But believe it or not, we're actually quite far into the Lost Chapters content already. There's not much in the Lost Chapters. It's mostly this area and a quest that will require us to get some hero souls. Can't remember anything else other than those though. Like, after that, it's just fighting Jack again. That's why for me, like, Fable, like, Lost Chapters is cool and all, but what makes Lost Chapters cool is the additions it adds to everything before you first fight Jack. Because there's quite a few side quests that we've gone through that weren't in the previous Fable game that they added for Lost Chapters, which is neat. But after you fight Jack, it's like, it's just Northern Wastes. Get up. Wake up! Why don't you put on a little bit of makeup? Also, our hair was longer than this when we were on the ship. How come it's short but our beard is super long? They're saying he could cut his hair, but not his beard? How does that work?
It seems you've mastered using the combat multiplier.
I guess I have, Guildmaster. How about you stop talking to me? Also, when I said that we need to get some souls, well, believe it or not, one of the souls we can get is the Guildmasters. Oh yeah, we can kill him. Gonna bring it? He brought it. He brought it. I'm not happy that he did. Whatsoever. It's very rude. Just backstabbing. Okay, you know what, man? Be that way. Also, we seem to keep our combat multiplier a lot longer with the Sword of Avo than other swords. I think it's probably due to an augment that we have equipped. Yeah, you're not gonna survive this, friend. Okay. That was all of them. They just take a lot of hits, really. As I said, I can't talk about heroic mode. I said that last episode. But yeah, in heroic mode, they just add a whole bunch of enemies to places where they weren't before. This is where we're going to be going through at a certain point, this door here. Yep. But before we can go there, we have to go through here. I think there's a fishing spot here. Or maybe not, maybe it's just frozen over. Okay, I'm gonna go through here to the Archon Shrine. What do we have here? Not much, really. Go into the terminus. Is it terminus or terminal? I'm not sure which one it is. But there's a little something over here. What it is? It's a fishing spot. Maybe will give us a silver key. Or something else. Hopefully it's good. I think it's a silver key. You know what, man? I'm not going off these silver keys anymore. Like, we are far enough into the game that I'm just like, I'm not gonna go back to get all these silver keys. It's just not gonna happen. So, thanks, but no thanks.
There you are. So how was the cruise?
You see the bed?
Me? I'm more of a teleporter girl.
So why didn't you
Good
teleport me
thing
there?
your seal set the local ones off. I've managed to get a good look around, and this pile of stones might be worth investigating. See all those inscriptions? I'm heading back to the guild to work on the translations. You should carry on to Snowspire and speak with Scythe. He's waiting for you. Catch you later.
Alright. Alright, guys. That should be it for this episode of Fable Anniversary. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, you could always leave a like, you could comment, and you could share. And if you really like it, you could subscribe. But I'll see you guys in the next episode of Fable Anniversary, in which I continue down this treacherous, snowy, dangerous path. See ya.